Just as we're getting started, maybe to reflect in our body awareness of, do I feel strong right now? Do I feel resilient? And that's always on a continuum. I don't think we ever feel 100% like we couldn't feel any stronger. But oftentimes we do feel quite grounded and steady. Notice what comes up for you when you tap into that. I feel strong. And there's no right or wrong answer to that. I feel strong. I feel resilient. I feel kind of steady on my feet. And if we're feeling overwhelmed or grieving, lost strength, or anything like that, we're going to have some kind of a response in our body to those words. That doesn't feel so true for me right now. I don't really feel that strong right now. Notice your breath. Notice what's supporting your body as we're reflecting on this question. Notice your seat and your feet. And let yourself settle in for some restorative time. And then a moment ago, Fire was doing the smudge and the bare root, and Nukumi was bringing in a prayer. And now we're sitting with what's here in our body right now. And we all have a lot of personal experience with feeling strong or feeling weak, feeling overwhelmed or feeling confident and steady. It's not an on off switch. It's something that moves. It's a dance in a way of strength and courage, resilience, of being really tired, angry, depleted. So as you're sitting with that, to allow ourselves to have whatever experience we're having, to let that in and notice how that feels in your body. Sometimes when we're in tune with our body, we're working more with our physical strength. My legs feel fatigued, or I have a pain in my shoulder and I can't really use my arm very well, or something. That's one of the kinds of strength, is physical energy. We use our strength and courage all the time in our relationships, setting boundaries. There's the courage and the strength to keep our hearts open when things are difficult. And we can often feel our open heartedness or our hard heartedness right in our body. It comes along with thoughts as well. But there's a physicalness about that. If you were to bring back a memory, a body memory of feeling open hearted and strong, we all know what that feels like. We've all had those experiences. Let your breath be supportive, breathing in deeply enough that you're getting enough oxygen. If you notice that you're holding your breath, see if you could allow it to be more continuous. Just for this several minutes during this practice, we could release ourselves from any expectations or judgment about how we should be or shouldn't be. We could breathe, notice our heart, notice our breath, our body. And as you're reflecting on times when you have felt strength, whether that's physical, emotional, perseverance, open heartedness, what is it that supports you when you're feeling strength? Or what could you bring in right now that would be supportive? You might be out with your feet right on the earth. More likely, though, we could have a memory of that body memory of standing with our feet on the earth and feeling the air flow over our skin, flow into our body through the nose. What are the smells, the aromas of being outside on Mother Earth? Maybe near water or trees. Often we'll have the experience of not feeling very strong or grounded, maybe feeling kind of overwhelmed. And one of the ways that we experience that is through being isolated or cut off. And when we notice that, we could come back in to that connection, connecting in our body with the earth, even if it's a memory, to make it alive in your body. The sounds, the wind, the smells, the feeling of the earth under our feet. Maybe leaning back into a tree, gathering strength. Really nurturing this capacity to be present, present with ourselves, with kindness, with open heartedness, not judging ourselves, allowing ourselves to have the experience, thoughts, the body sensations that we have. And as much as feels helpful to invite in that connection, the feeling of I'm not alone. It might be people, other beings, trees, the waters, the sky, my own open heart, offering that kindness to ourselves. Sometimes we notice there are limiting beliefs that are coming in that really drain us of strength. We could notice what those are. We don't have to believe them or invite them in or let them in, but we could notice that they're here. We're often disappointed, or we're sad, or we're grieving. Can we hold ourselves with that open heartedness, the strength of our own love and kindness? Notice your body. Allow your breath to be supportive, continuous, smooth. And if you notice that you have worry in your mind, you might soften your forehead, eyebrows, let your mind come into a bit more stillness for a moment. And sometimes there's a lot going on in the thought stream. You could just notice that. Notice your neck and shoulders, your upper back, large muscles of the chest. You might move your body a bit. We could feel into that strength that comes in our body from being soft in our muscles, being settled so that we're not ready to jump into action, that we could rest. The strength that comes as we're rested. Let yourself be nourished by your breath. Let your body be supported. And bring back that body memory of feeling strong. It can be quite subtle. Maybe it's the strength of being able to stay present, of being able to be here for someone, being here for ourselves, pulling in the strength, the resources that we need, going outside and standing on the earth, cuddling with your puppy, whatever that may be. Let yourself really tune in to the feeling, the felt sense of strength in your body right now without it having to be perfect. You don't have to be perfectly strong. To notice what strength is here. What type, maybe? Is it mental, emotional, physical, open hearted? What are the strengths that you could appreciate about yourself in this moment right now? Maybe the strength of your caring. And sometimes when we do a practice like this, we have an insight that we want to follow up with later. Other times we might just be enjoying the muscles softening and the breath, cultivating that feeling of strength and connection. And that can be enough as well. Over the next minute or two, bringing yourself back out of the inquiry, looking around, maybe moving your body a bit, taking a few deeper breaths, and let yourself be here.